What's up, people? Welcome to another episode of Finally Financial, where we talk to people about any and everything financial. Today on the show, we have an alumni from Sharpstown High School, place where I work, and he's doing big things. He's his own entrepreneur. He has his own company, and
Fellow
uh,
student.
it'll be a great interview. Absolutely. So, Jermaine, MoneyMaine, go
Man,
ahead and introduce yourself to the people. Let them know
I
who
go
you are.
by MoneyMaine. As I say in my song, I go by MoneyMaine. By the way, Rich4Life. It's my clothing brand. I'm 22 years old. I'm from Arkansas, Pine Bluff. I'm located in Houston. Been out here for some years now. I went to Sharpstown alumni. Played basketball. That was my dream. To make to the NBA before anything. But life go on and things change. So now I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an artist. I do music. And things like that.
Great, man. Great. And I've heard his music and I have some of his clothes, and I get stopped all the time with my Rich for Life stuff on. So love it. People think they always want to know, where did I get it? What store I get it out of.
All
And
right.
I forward them to Maine.
Mhm.
So Maine, so your clothing brand, Rich for Life.
Yes, sir.
What's up with that, man? How did you get started with that? What
Uh,
sparked that idea?
how did I get started? Oh man, it's been a journey, man. It's crazy, how far I done came and how so much that went on. But I actually started I say 2019 August. I had got injured. I couldn't play basketball no more, So my next step was to think of, what's something I can do. I didn't really want to work for nobody either. It wasn't my main focus to just go and jump and just, get a job and do this and that. So I just started thinking and trying to be creative to
Yep.
where I was writing in my book and I thought about the name. I really say I got it from Rick Ross, because his is called Rich Forever. You
Okay.
know, I was like, I like that, but I wanted to, do something different. You know what I'm saying? When I
Yep.
thought about it, I'm like Rich for Life, and once I said it, it just kind of just stuck instantly. I just sat back like Rich for Life. I'm like, dang, like, I never heard that before. You know what I'm saying? I never seen nobody, screaming it or saying it or tagging it or posting it. It's just some new. But
Right.
and from the name, Rich for Life itself, it just come with, I want to be rich for life, like I want to have it for life. I want to leave for my kids, like general,
Absolutely.
things in that sort. But like I said, 2019, I end up drawing it, once I drew it, I took to somebody that made logos.
Hmm.
First they made the logo, he kind of just brought it to life for me. And once he brought it to life, man, it's been on from there.
And on from there. Good. Yeah, because I see you out and about promoting it all the time, man, in your music,
Yeah, it's
all
everyday.
of that, man.
What is every day? I wake up, I see it. I got pictures hanging. It's a way of life. I
It's a
look
way
at
of
it.
life, and that's how it has to be in order for it to be as successful as you want it to be, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's
You're
what's
right.
up. So, how does how did music come into play with that? Was it
It's
before or
crazy.
after?
It's crazy that you say that. It's like the same time.
Hmm.
Like I did in August, I did both. It was like I came up with the name, and I didn't even know how serious it was at the time with everything I got going. Just
Yeah.
something I thought, and I just went with. So at the same time, it's like I did that, and I went to the studio maybe a couple days later and
Hmm.
recorded my first song. So once I recorded my first song, and then I seen I had something that I could push, that I could stand for, that was me,
Yeah.
and the way I live and what I stand on is like it just all formed together. So I say August 2019 was a start for me for both, and
Turning point.
I've been doing both of them at the same time. I've been learning on each side.
Awesome. So do you remember what was your first song?
My first song, it was called Cruising.
Okay.
Yeah, it was called Cruising. And then I sang a song too about like starting a business and just the environment I live in, and just
Hmm.
trying to make it out and trying to make a way for my folks.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, that was my first song. It's called Cruising. It's
Okay.
actually it's actually out on YouTube. So if
Yeah,
you
let the people know, man, where they can listen to it.
My YouTube channel is MoneyMaine Rich4Life. You go on YouTube and search up MoneyMaine Rich4Life. It'll pop up. You can see my latest songs, my old songs, and stuff I had from years ago. You know, it's all there for you to watch and see.
Already, absolutely. Man, I was surprised. I knew because I knew about the clothing line first, and then when I started listening to your songs and knew that you started making songs, I was thoroughly impressed.
Yeah,
You
man, I
know,
appreciate it, man. I mean, it's been a journey. I can't believe it sometimes. You know, I never seen myself being a rapper, or, you know, anything like in that sort. You know, it just
yeah,
came natural. So that's why I think, you know, it's going so well because it was just natural.
absolutely. It's just absolutely it's organic. Don't
Yeah.
panic. It's organic.
That's definitely cool right there.
Hey, so back to the finances a little bit. So when you were growing up, like what kind of financial base did your parents set for you? Or
Um, Financial, but it wasn't really one. I come from Arkansas, Palm Bluff, so it's very small. You know, it's a very, very small country kind of town. You know, everybody know everybody. You know,
okay,
even living in Houston is just crazy for me because it's so big. You know, but where I'm from, you can get to this place in about 10, 15 minutes. You know, everything is just so close. You know,
yep, yep.
so
Same with a spot that I'm from. Absolutely, I
right.
understand that.
So,
Yeah,
I we kind of grew up different. You know, it wasn't a lot we was taught. You know, even my
yeah,
parents, they wasn't taught too much about financial anything, honestly.
absolutely.
So, growing up, you know, it was kind of tough upbringing. You know, but my mom always made sure we was took care of and well fed and things like that. But I didn't really start to know more about financial and building and growing as far as business was maybe to after high school,
Okay,
maybe like after high school. Like, I think my first year in college, once I was under the umbrella of being on my own, kind of
hmm
sort of say, you know, school is different from high school is different from college. You know, now it's
absolutely.
all on you. So once I got in their mind state, well, it was all on me. That's when I kind of exploring and kind of learned that financial was a big thing in life. You know,
Yeah,
it, something you got to really get a hold of and understand. You know,
absolutely,
that's how.
absolutely. And the one thing that stuck out with me was that I wasn't going to live the type of life I wanted to live working for someone else. You know what I'm saying?
Correct,
Solely, right?
correct.
Like I had to be doing something on the side or my own thing that that can supersede what I'm doing for somebody else in order to in
Yeah.
my eyes make it.
Nah,
So
definitely. You're absolutely right. And I like what you got going on, man. I appreciate, you know, giving me a chance and opportunity to even come on the podcast, you know, and get to
much
share my
respect,
story.
bro. Yep, I respect you as much as I respected your game, bro.
And I appreciate it. And that's what I love about it too. You know, you always been rooting for me. You've been there. You see me the real journey, you know. You
Yes,
see
sir.
like
So let me ask you this. So growing up, and you grew up sort of like me, like our parents, man, didn't they didn't know a whole lot about finances, so it wasn't a whole lot they could teach us about it, right?
right,
But they
right.
did teach us about hard work and being good people and
Yeah,
that type of thing. And there's room for that in the financial industry because you have a lot of unscrupulous people, right? So
right,
so
right.
working hard and being a decent person can carry you a long way. So what I want to know is when did entrepreneurship sort of enter the picture? I mean, I know
Uh,
you're a young guy, so it had to be like relatively soon, I guess. So okay, so we was talking about 2019 when
right.
you got hurt. So were you actively trying to continue a career in basketball?
Yes, I was, because and actually 2019, I was so more like I say, kind of in that world of trying to figure things out on my own, because 2017, once I graduated high school, and then 2018 I was in college. I
Okay.
was trying then. That's the year I really was trying to really pursue it. You know, while I
hmm
still was fresh, while I still was, you know, still in shape or whatsoever.
Yeah.
So that's when I was really probably trying to pursue it. Once I got injured, then uh, And once I had to take rest off and I started, to get into,
Thinking.
yeah, I
Hey,
started,
hey, it's a dangerous thing to let a black man think, man. Don't let
yeah,
us sit by ourselves and come up with ideas.
yeah, and that's basically how it happened, man. Like I just got thinking, like, because I like to be true to myself,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't like to give myself a fairy tale. So once I seen that it wasn't going how I wanted to go,
yeah.
I got thinking instantly, like what's the next step? What I gotta do? How I'm gonna get me some money and be able to take care of myself and my family.
Absolutely. And I love the fact that you're doing it legally, because I'm sure you know, being a young cop, but I know so many guys that would try and make that quick illegal money.
Nah,
I'm
definitely.
saying so.
And
Yeah,
definitely a product of that. So, and
yeah.
and to go back to what I was saying about Arkansas, where I'm from. My dad, he wasn't really able to just be there in my life because when I was about 3 years old,
Mhm.
he actually went to the feds. He actually went to prison. You
Okay.
know, so from when I was 3 to 11, he wasn't. He was gone. He was away. So
Hmm.
ever since then, that kind of just had my mind. Living in
On.
the world, yeah, on it, just understanding, the ups and downs, like you say, the
Uh-huh.
fast and this and that, and
Yeah.
choosing what you want to take,
Yeah.
and longevity, So once he did, and that's why I didn't really say I had too much financial understanding at the time either, because he wasn't there or able to teach me those
Right.
type. My mom had 3 children, so it wasn't just me. So it was a lot of
Yeah. 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 Man. So, uh, did y'all remain close? Even.
yeah, but no, I seen him a couple times. I can remember like early on, like he was maybe 2, 3 years in, but after
Mhm.
that, I didn't quite really see him like that. But once he got out though, he ended up, popping up on me. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was at school in class, I looked through the window, you know what I'm saying? It's like, daydreaming or something, it was that long, like man. And I was
Did
about
you
in fifth grade then, yeah,
did you
about
know he was getting out?
no, I didn't. I didn't. That's
Okay.
why I say it's kind of like a daydream, because I just have to look up, and I'm looking at, in the school, you got the little box,
Hmm.
you can see through, and I kind of
Yeah.
just gazed, and I'm like, but I jumped up so quick,
Yeah.
and the door because it was like, man, it's crazy. But yeah, but ever since then,
Absolutely.
I've been working on our bun, and
Good.
making a lot more.
Yeah. So, uh, so you wanted to be a basketball player right out of high school.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
is
middle.
there anything else like growing up that you wanted to be? Like any other type of job, like a doctor,
No, sir.
lawyer?
No, it's crazy, man. It was never. I always knew since a child. I always knew that I would be big, but
Yeah.
I didn't know what though.
Okay.
That was always my thing of what it's going to be. But
Yeah.
I never thought about being a doctor, a teacher, or a lawyer or anything. It was just always just to be somebody.
Yeah.
But basketball came along very early. I played my older brother played, so I used to kind of look up to him. So when he was playing. But I used to have asthma too, so I didn't really.
Okay.
So that kind of, it's like I don't know, God working mysterious ways.
Absolutely, man.
God was just holding me and molding me to to
Yep.
adapt to every situation. So I couldn't really play early on to where when I finally got a chance to play dribble and go outside and like the ball was it. The basketball was. It was
Yeah.
like this was gonna get me there.
Yeah.
And then I've been playing. And I've been loving it until it came to an end, sadly. But
What
it
type
was.
of injury did you have?
I had my hand. I actually like my bone now. You feel it? It'll move or whatsoever. But I was hooping, and my hand got bent back. Like all the way back, and it popped the bone. Like my bone broke. My
Somebody
hand.
blocked your shot?
Nah, he was trying to rip the ball. He was trying. It's crazy. Before that, I actually made the guy fall. We in the
Oh, you
gym.
crossed him.
Yeah, I crossed him up, man. He fell, what I'm saying? True
You
story.
got this.
The whole gym went crazy,
Uh-huh.
So, and he was much strong. He was an older guy, what I'm saying?
Okay.
To where coming
Yeah.
back down, he was trying to get aggressive with me.
Uh-huh.
All the time he's trying to get aggressive, I'm trying to make my move. And I tried to like cuff the ball
Yeah.
and like, get him off me, but he ended up grabbing it and pulling it. And once he pulled it, my hand kind of went back with it. And
Okay.
it instantly popped. Like I felt that I couldn't even hoop no more. Like I was done for like instant.
Wow.
Like it was crazy. But he came and apologized or so. But we didn't know as bad as it was. I ain't know till a couple days later, like,
Really?
yeah, like, oh, it's over with. Like I
Yeah.
can't. There's nothing I can do.
It's a blessing, man.
Yeah, no,
Sometimes things
everything.
don't look like, yeah, don't look like a blessing at first, but they end up working out for the best.
Man, it's crazy.
Let
That's
me
why.
take this break to uh, say those that are watching, if you enjoy this content, if you are finding value in this, please subscribe to the channel, comment, and share with family and friends so they can enjoy videos just like this.
Definitely like and subscribe. Press that button.
My man. So, uh, talk to me about one of the things that surprised you, about starting up Rich4Life, starting up your brand, something that surprised you that you didn't expect, regarding being the owner, being the face behind this brand.
Say that for me one more time. Just one more time.
So what's been one thing that running your own company has surprised you, or something that you didn't expect?
You said being the face of it, like being behind the brand.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. It's a great question. I don't think I thought that deep too much, but it's really I say the love I get,
Okay.
the the energy I get. Like when people see me, they want to know, they want to ask questions, they want to figure out
Yeah.
did it, just how did it come along? It's just man,
That's
it's
a
just
great feeling, huh?
yeah, it's a super great fit. It make me feel like, a role model, I say,
Yeah.
something that someone's looking up to or inspired by,
Absolutely.
motivate. And that's what I want to do. That's my energy I bring because I just want people to know, they can do it too.
Yeah.
It's all about putting your mind to it and coming up with a plan, and
Right.
sticking.
I don't
That's
know
what
if I ever told you, or maybe let you listen to any of my music. I used to work for Dope House Records.
yeah, I remember we had a slight conversation.
Conversation about that. Yeah, yeah. So I worked for them about 6 years, man. Uh, and you wouldn't believe it. I was mainly A&R, business uh affairs
Man,
managers,
you know
things
a
of that
lot.
sort. Yeah, but I dabbled rapping and stuff and doing shows every now and then, right? Because
Right, right.
again, I wanted my own. So yeah, it's crazy how, just being on that stage, how fans react, you
Yeah,
know.
it's different feeling, man. It's hard to explain.
It's hard to explain, bro.
It's
I had a mom bring her daughter up to me one time. Oh man, I was bandana down. I thought I was Tupac. I had I had bandana, dog, I had bandana on my head. I had
right.
a bandana on both elbows.
Oh, you was killing them,
Man,
cuz
I
you
was
killing them.
killing them with the bandanas, but they thought I was somebody.
Right, right. But that's you got the image, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, and that was in
It,
Corpus Christi, man. That was a
yeah,
big show. Yeah, but
that's
just
crazy.
yeah, yeah. It's
And
crazy
speaking
how
of
you can.
shows, that's what made me keep going. That what made me like, like, nah, this is it,
Yeah,
because my
yeah,
very first show, I watched it was kind of a contest, you know what I'm saying? I watched people go perform, I watched the reaction they get from the crowd,
yeah.
things like that. So like once I stepped on stage, and I performed my song and I did what I did, it's like the energy the whole room gave me.
Yes,
It was like, oh, I don't got no choice but to do this. Like, whatever it take, however long, whatever I
yes,
go through, this is it though. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the one. So it's
yes.
crazy that
And
they're on shows like
I hear you, man. I would tell everybody, man, that's starting out, uh, take it like a job. Don't have a backup plan. Too many people
right.
say have a backup plan. If you have a backup plan, you usually gonna fall back on it.
Yeah, as
Just
soon as
go
it gets
for it.
hard, it get
Go
tough.
for it.
So,
God will work out everything if it don't work. But if you just go for it, it'll work out a lot more times than it don't work out.
definitely, definitely.
Yeah, man. Uh so, back to the music, man. You working on anything new?
Yeah. I'm actually, man, it's crazy that this podcast came and the interview came along so well because these last couple, 3, 4 months, I say I've been working. I think this is the most consistent I've been, like day to day. I'm
Good.
doing, I'm creating a new song. I'm doing a new brand. I just haven't let up, day for day. So I done recorded maybe about 10, 15 songs, in the
Yeah.
last 2, 3 months, probably more than that. But I'm actually working on a project called Sorry for the Wait. It's gonna be my first mixtape. And I call it Sorry for the Wait because I put out a couple songs, but I wasn't just so focused back then,
Yeah.
I was trying to figure things out to where
Mm-hmm.
I've been telling the fans and my people I'm gonna, get them more music and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. So since it's been a wait, I just call it Sorry for the Wait because I'm sorry for the wait. But in all my songs, I'm basically just telling and explain how my journey been, what I've been going through, and things like that.
I
So that's
love it, man.
coming up for me.
So, have you hooked up with any other local artist or to
Yeah,
doing any collaborations?
yeah, I'm gonna give you exclusive right now while we're on here. I linked up. His name's Stunner Bam. I don't know if you heard. He's from Third Ward.
Okay.
We bumped into each other at the studio and I had a deep conversation. Really, had a lot in common. And, we ended up doing a song. We got a song called "Walk Away." It's called "Walk Away." He gonna be featured on the mixtape. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
He gonna be on there.
Good. That's one thing, man. If I could tell you and some other local artists, man, work together.
Yeah.
That was a reason why uh, there was a rec shop. You know what I'm saying? A dope house, a
Right.
DEA. A screwed up clique. All those guys came together and worked together. You can't do it by yourself.
Can
Much
man,
as you,
teamwork make the dream work.
yeah,
That's my
man.
favorite thing.
And you know what I'm saying? And by putting yourself in other people's circles, you're creating a much bigger circle for yourself. It allows your name to get out to a lot more people a lot faster. It's like,
Way a
you know,
lot faster.
yeah.
And
It's
I
like
wish,
compounding.
yeah, I wish this generation to get that. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of,
Yep.
it's a different type of world we live in today.
Yeah.
But I hope it come back together like that because that's the type of energy I love.
Yeah.
I think I get that from basketball too. You know what I'm saying? We pick each other up. We
Absolutely.
build. This how we win. We work together. We struggle together. We grind together. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it's like, and that's how it plays out in the end of winning. But hopefully the world can get back to that. That's the type of life I want to live. That's what I want to bring back,
Good
to
deal. So shout out to Stunner Bam.
yeah,
Wh-
stunning
What's the
bam.
name of the song?
It's called Walk Away.
Walk Away.
Yeah, it's
Good
called Walk
job,
Away.
man.
Appreciate it.
Any videos? Do you have any
Uh,
videos on
yeah,
tap?
I got a couple videos out right now on
Okay.
YouTube. Like I said they
Okay.
can go on my channel. They can like and subscribe to that too. But
Yeah, yeah.
as I've been working on a mixtape, I just told myself, as I get closer to getting it all ready, because it's the
Mhm.
whole process behind it all. From getting it
Absolutely. Yeah.
mixed, mastered, and bonding beats, getting your lyrics copyrighted. I'm doing it the real legit way.
Already.
I told myself once I kind of get all that in order, I'm gonna start shooting videos to the different songs on there, so I can do like a rollout. So it's like once I go with it,
Yeah.
I'm keep going, and I'm never gonna look back. I'm never gonna stop.
Good. Good. Yeah, exactly. Don't ever stop, man. Don't ever look back. Uh, so let me look at hold on. I love it, man. So who's all on your team, bro?
Um, I'm actually working on hiring people. You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot that I do, I actually do it myself. Like I get it done. Like
Okay.
music to the brand to picking out clothes to getting them screen printed or vinyl or whatever, picking
Right.
them, dropping them off. I tend to do everything, and I like to do that too because I know what's going on at all times. I'm well aware. But
Right.
my mom, my sister, what I'm saying, they help me out a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? My
That's
auntie,
what's up, man.
understand.
Your team usually is gonna be family first, man.
Nah,
And
definitely,
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
family
So, but
helps in a big way.
And, but as in my partners and my brothers, people I call my brothers who are
Mm-hmm.
parts, is Rich4Life Zach, and Rich4Life Rob.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So them two kind of my two, they help me out a lot, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Lil
So
Malachi.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
So let me ask you this. Tell me if you've explained it already, but so how have you been able to grow your brand? Like what went into that?
It just went into when they say good stuff sell itself. So
Already.
yeah,
Hey, you
man.
know, we used to say dope sells itself.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. I got two things
Rich
say.
for life sells itself, baby.
Yeah, so it just kind of went into that. I was already kind of a popular guy. I was well known already. And respected.
Yeah.
To where I just needed something to brand me. To make it me. So when I did that, it wasn't too far fetched. And I say I'm really blessed. Because my mom tell me all the time. I just sold a whole lot of gear and did so much that
Hmm.
it's hard for people to do. In a short amount of time, I did it. But
Yes.
yeah, it just went from just posting on Instagram, getting things made, different
Okay.
colors, people putting it on the shirt, taking a picture in it, and then next thing everybody wanted, trying to see where they can get it, and
Yeah.
man, it just started like that.
Okay. Good deal.
Coming up with new logos and different things like that is what kind of
So
elevated.
okay. So who does your logos and stuff?
uh it's crazy because my first logo, I actually drew it on a piece of paper and I took it to somebody and they just put it in the front for me. That was my very, very first logo, my original one. And they
Okay.
just put the front. It was a place on Harwin. I go on Harwin a lot. That's why I get a lot of my stuff done. It's a place on
Already.
Harwin. And they kind of put it together. But my second logo, shout out to my guy Rob. His barber. He has a barber that cuts hair, and he has his own brand. He make logos, and he seen my original logo,
Uh-huh.
and kind of told him like, that's hard. Like I think I can add some to that though, and maybe touch it up, make it a little different. I told him, let me see what you can do. I check it out, and that's how my second logo came about. Like the money bag, the one you got, like
Yeah.
that logo came about. He made
Okay.
that for me. Shout out to him. And
Yeah.
then this logo I got right now, I just hit somebody on Instagram. I got in touch with someone, and they wanted to try something and see what it looked like, and it came about like this.
Okay. Nice, man. So uh your logos are fire, by the way, man. So they just come out of your brain, bro. You just think
Yeah,
about
everything is just a vid. It's just some guy. I call it a gift. I just kind of think of stuff and think of, and it come to me, and I
yeah,
go with it, and then it just
yeah,
like a
yeah,
boom, confetti or something, man. It's crazy,
bro.
crazy.
Yeah, I can definitely tell you're a true artist, man.
Yeah, it's gotta keep the creativity.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So so talk to me about when uh growing your brand. So what was more important to you? Getting investors or marketing it or what was most important when you were growing
Uh,
the thing?
the most important was it had to be the marketing because I didn't really too much know about investors like that, and I'm still learning, and I
Hmm.
kind of not fault myself, but I know I could be probably way further in it than
Hmm.
I am now if I had some investors or
Hmm.
somebody, to put that big bag up for me and kind of make it easier on me. But I learned step by step. I spent a whole lot of my money. I took a whole lot of losses.
Hmm.
Learning, but it was all learning it though. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm the best I ever been because I kind of get the process
Yeah,
of,
it's
you know,
not a loss if you learn. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. So I kind of learned a lot from it. So I say the marketing because as long as I kept taking my money, getting new colorways and doing different things,
Hmm.
it kept people coming back. So it
Yeah,
kept things flowing, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of times where if you don't be consistent like that, then people will not say forget about you, but they're kind of, slow down on shopping with you or things like that. So it's like they make me honestly, my fans, the people who support me,
yeah.
kind of they make me because without their support or help, it's just like a Walmart sitting there with no customers. So
Absolutely.
I say it's the marketing. It's
Okay. Good, good. Because you know, when starting a company, man, there's a lot of things to do. So I want people to understand, you know, from different perspectives, what's most important. And from your perspective, your marketing was most important. So
But,
that's good. So where do you see Rich for Life going, or where do you want to take it? And then after that, same with your music.
to the moon, like as far and as big as I can be. It's no limitations. Because I'm already so I didn't even see a lot of this right now. It's like you see a glimpse of it and you
Hmm.
have an imagine of what it could be, but you
Hmm.
don't know till you're actually there. So
Right. And some
man,
things even exceed your imagination.
definitely, you know what I'm saying? I feel like this is going to be one of them, you know what I'm saying? I think it's going to see so far that I'm just being one of the places like, man, I knew it was possible. I knew I get there, but it's like, it's really real. So I see myself, bigger than ever, around the
Yeah.
world, city to city, state to state,
Already.
that's,
Already.
that's where I'm
I
at.
understand that.
And with
Good,
my
man.
the
So
same.
what's up?
No, I was saying with my music the same, I wanna be one of the biggest artists in the game. I wanna bring something different, to the table.
Yeah.
Um, be bigger than the biggest artists ever.
Who do you think you are similar to in style or maybe a voice?
Everybody compare me to Lil Baby, man.
Okay.
Crazy. Like I don't even have to say it.
That's a good comparison.
I know I love it. When they say that to me, it let me know, my ability and
Absolutely.
see me. So but man, he get real game, you know what I'm saying? I actually study him and watch him and idolize him too. He's kind of role model to me, you know what I'm saying? So when but this was way back, it's crazy. This was way back before I ever rapped, before I ever had a clothing brand. When I first started at TSU in 2017 going into 18. And that's when he was first coming out. That's when his name was first, you know what I'm saying, buzzing and things like that.
Yeah.
And people used to see me out. They used to be like, man, you look like Lil Baby, you Lil Baby, you know what I'm saying? So from this before, you know what I'm saying, in there.
Before you started, yeah.
Yeah, so it's crazy, all these years later, it's like I didn't build something. I didn't put myself in position to where I can be or even join forces with him. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I bring something to the table. So I said definitely be Lil Baby, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And I don't know if you've thought about this already, but if you're putting out a mixtape and everybody comparing you to Lil Baby, it would only be logical for you to like put some Lil Baby beats on that thing and rip them.
That'd be
Yeah,
nah, that's definitely
because
different.
you ain't got
Different.
to clear them on the mixtape. Yeah, you can get
Yeah, you can drop
some
them.
yeah, get some Lil Baby.
Also speaking on that, so on the mixtape, I can use different type beats because they don't have to be clear, right? Type
Right,
thing.
because it's not going through stores. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. You just taught me something right there. I mean, I'm
Hmm.
different then.
Yeah, have them sample some Lil Baby beats. It ain't got to be the whole album, but you know, two
Right,
or
right.
three.
Yeah,
And
just show them I can
yeah,
come
and
like that.
and but the thing is, you don't want to get on somebody else's beat and be average or below
You
average,
gotta, you
right?
gotta really go. You gotta do better than they
You
did.
got to go hard. You can be average on somebody else's beat,
Fact.
on you know your own beat, but on a superstar beat, you want to wreck it.
Nah, definitely. Nah,
Yeah.
yeah. Right. First impression is everything.
So like my writing style and what I sort of tell others, hey, if you have one verse that you think is fire, write another one. And
Definitely.
write, I would say write three verses and pick the best one. Or
Mhm.
have you, your producer, maybe somebody you trust, pick the best, those type of things.
Oh, that's crazy. I just got into that recently. Like,
Good.
I
Good.
it's crazy you said that because I wrote a song maybe about a couple months ago, and I
Hmm.
listened to the song. I'm like, oh, that was kind of all right. You know what I'm saying? To where I
Yeah.
end up clicking on the beat with just the audio with just the beat this time. Like instead
Okay.
of listening to the song, I just went back to the beat and just listened to it. And I wrote something new to it and I went to go record it. And I listened to the difference of it. I'm like, man, like I went, now this is how I was supposed to come.
Exactly.
So it make a lot of sense you saying that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Makes a lot of sense and it can make you a lot of money
No, definitely, definitely,
already.
definitely.
So we're wrapping up. So talk to me about uh Rich for Life, you know, tell the people a final thought on Rich for Life, your brand, maybe your
Uh-huh.
music. What do you what and give them a final thought about those two things.
Final thought would be just I just want the world to get ready for me. All the listeners, all the people that's watching and will be watching. Just know I'm in it for the long run. Longevity. Really like rich for life, living by that meaning. And I just want to give back, just show people, you can do it too. You know what I'm saying? Anything
Absolutely.
is is about hard work, dedication, and manifesting your dreams. You know what I'm saying? And that
Yes.
you can overcome anything. No matter where you come from, your background, what you've been through. Is always light at the end of the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? And that's the
Absolutely.
same with my music. That's why I kind of preach in my music. That's what I rap about. That's and just giving my story, and speaking my truth, so people
Hmm.
can understand me and the things
Yeah.
I've been through. And you know,
Absolutely. I love what you said. You have everything around you is your brand and your music. It's like you have a big ass vision board, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And you
definitely,
wake up to it every day.
and just trying to remove pieces,
Yeah.
re-angle things, re-switch it, go this way, and to it work. And I know once it worked, that means everything fell into place. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it's time to go to the max, go to as high as we can go.
Absolutely, bro. Hey man, appreciate you being on here. Uh so
Okay.
you drop your social media information real quick.
My Instagram is MoneyMaine underscore Rich for Life, MoneyMaine underscore Rich for Life, RICH for the number 4 LIFE. And that's on everything, my Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. You can find me. Well, on the other one is no underscore though. Just Instagram has an underscore.
Okay.
The other one is
Already.
MoneyMaine Rich for Life. Now I also have a website up too in my bio, and
Yep.
it's richforlife.myshopify.com for anybody that wants to go on the website. Well, you can go
Absolutely.
on my Instagram.
And I'll put all that in the description as well. Hey,
Now,
appreciate you stopping by, bro.
now I appreciate you, man. Keep going.
Yes, sir. Great conversation, man. I'm looking for big things from you, bro.
I appreciate you too. I know this is just a start. I can see you somewhere, sitting on the water or something with the real